what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction. Today we have one from channel member Sam J. Integer, who put in Tanchiky's, I believe is how it said, Cybernecia Catharsis, ha 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 ha, requesting a song with Catharsis in the title. Look at my username, ha 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 ha, so funny. Anyway, I don't know what to expect out of this one. No context was given. Given the vibe of it, I'm assuming it's probably from a rhythm game, but I don't know anything else to go off of, so that's my best guess, at least, going into it, but I won't know if I don't listen. So without further ado, let's go. I just realized it's Tanchiky. Got my my letters mixed up. Ain't dyslexia grand? Ah, from Archaea. I was right. Something about the vibe of these uploads where I'm like, that feels like a rhythm game. All right, digging the build up already. Where's it going? That's always the thing I wonder with these. Whew. A little bit of a, just a momentary halftime there. But you can never tell where these are going. See, like, where the hell did the choir come from? Okay, the chiptune direction. Again, you never know. Ooh, interesting enveloping going on there. Also, really, really good pitch bends. Very tasteful. I know too many people who overdo that, and not enough that keep it nice and tasteful like this. All right. Ooh. A little filthy. This is fun. Kind of backing off a little bit, going for a more subtle approach, a little bit more focus on like the sound design of it right here. Always appreciate that. Kind of giving it more atmosphere, you know? Now, are they gonna switch it up or keep it the same? Woo. Okay, a little bit more. A few more layers in there. Oh, man. This is really fun. That's got to be the best word for this one. Oh. Key change. Let's go. I really like this bridge section. Really fun. Ooh. Really settling in on that sub bass there. Ooh. Oh. Like, even in these headphones, I can just barely, like, it's there, it's present, but like, if you didn't have good bass response in your headphones or something, you would not sense that. You wouldn't even feel it. I like almost felt that one like starting to, you know, when you get the bass that like sits in your chest and you only feel it there. That was almost where that one was. A little bit higher, but I love that feeling. When I think rhythm game, when I think Archaea, when I think Toho, like those styles of music, this is right up there with those. This is the style I think of. This sound, this flavor, this general profile of music is exactly what I think of when people say rhythm game music or rhythm game charts. It's this sound, this like chiptune EDM blend that's just so fun. And again, that's the best word for it, fun. It's just unapologetic fun. And that's what makes it a good listen, you know? It's not trying too hard to be too good at different aspects of production or anything. You don't necessarily have to be the best at production to be a really good musician. You just have to make something that's interesting to listen to and makes you want to listen to it again. I want to listen to this again. Like I just alluded to, this isn't the best standalone production quality I've heard out of a rhythm game song. There are a lot of people who are extremely good at that, and while this is still good, those have set my bar so high that it's kind of hard to place this up with those, but it's still well done. I think it's just a little bit more heavy in the low mids, which tends to make everything feel a little bit more clumped together, but that's just a personal preference thing at the end of the day. You could clear it up a little bit, but I don't think that takes away from the experience of this song at all because of what it was. It was fun. And like I just said, that's got to be one of the main factors of making a good song, especially in this scene. You have to make it something you want to hear over and over again. And this one, even mixed as it is, also means it's not going to be overwhelming to hear it over and over again. Like, it doesn't get exhausting to the ears. You don't get that feeling of like, God, I've heard this one for a while and now I'm starting to notice these frequencies that are like really grating, because like even really well produced songs, really well balanced ones, are going to have some of that, especially if they focus on more of the highs and like synths up there. This one's sitting a little bit lower in that register is actually better for that longevity of listening to it over and over again, playing things on repeat like you would in a rhythm game chart. So this actually works out in its benefit quite well. Just because it's not the best production I've ever heard does not mean that it's bad for what it's doing and what it's supposed to be at all. If anything, this might be better than some of the ones I've heard that are a technical step above it, just based on that alone. But like I was saying during the reaction, I was loving the pitch bends on the chiptunes in here. I mean, I love square wave stuff. Chiptune stuff has always been like one of my favorite like personal sounds, just because I've got a lot of nostalgia attached to it, and that's usually why people like it. I think it's fun. And again, I like it when people actually control those pitch bends instead of just going fucking everywhere with them, because there are times where you can do that and you do that in like a solo section, sure, but there's plenty of music I've heard out there that are just like, hey, I learned how to pitch bend, and it's extremely obvious that that's their only trick, you know, very one trick pony style. This didn't rely too much on that. It just used it when it made sense to bring the song to a different point. And even at some points in the song where I would have expected it to be there, it wasn't there. Like when it did that key change, you know, like I would expect that to be kind of like, hey, let's slide up into it. They didn't do that. They just jumped straight up to it, which I think is a better option overall. They could have done a pitch bend up and do that and it would have been fine, but I think that sudden jump up actually makes that a little bit more impactful. Like just in that moment, you're like, oh shit, here we are. Because if you slide into it, your brain's gonna follow that note up, so it's gonna sound a little bit less impactful as you're heading into it. It's like softening the blow, basically. But when that shit goes up, you're just like, oh fuck, and you like have to pay attention because now you're in the final couple seconds and you don't want to mess up your personal record. You want that full combo, you know? Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting out of this. So just bumping it up is a great way to make people playing a chart on something like this feel that much more anxiety, like, oh shit, I'm gonna screw up. And if you were to soften that by adding a little bit of a scoop into it, it would have totally changed that intensity and would have made it hit a lot less hard. So great choice there. You can tell that this song was made for a rhythm game. It's definitely that feel, like I said, but that doesn't mean it's bad. And like I said earlier, that's exactly what the song needed to be, and it knew it. So it played into all those strengths and made a really fun rhythm game song that I could even play and have fun with. Even though I don't play rhythm games, I think that this one would be something I could play over and over again and not get tired of hearing the 50th time, because I know it would take me that many times. I'm awful at rhythm games, but I'm also awful at yapping so much, so I'm going to call it here. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you have something else you want me to get to, by all means, drop in the comments below, and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if, like Sam did, you want to guarantee something from me, you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships. There's a tier that will force me to listen to whatever you want. I don't care who it's by, I don't care what it's from, I don't care if it's good or bad, none of that matters. That's why it's a guarantee. But if you don't want to do any of that and you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!